Hi friends! So basically today I'm going to be doing a story time. I was looking into the while we're doing it, I'm going to be eating some ramen noodles. This is shrimp flavor. So when I first started the job, I really loved the job. My manager, like, I remember when I first got interviewed by my general manager, like, we just clicked. Like, I got hired on the spot pretty much. He was just like, "You're hired." I was like, okay. Ooh, there's some tea. All right, so basically my manager, he was just moving from Orlando and this was his first time being a general manager. So not only was he in a new place, he was in a new place in his life as well. So when we first started the job, we had a very intimate orientation. Like, we talked about ourselves. There was some tears shed, like when he was talking about his story. You know, he was a little emotional, and everybody else had a chance to tell parts about their stories as well. So at first, I mean, the job was amazing. Like, my coworkers were dope. I don't even know how long into the job it was, but basically my manager felt homesick. He's in a new place by himself. You know, he has a lot of responsibilities. He's not getting a lot of sleep. He's depressed. So he moved back to Orlando, but before he moved back, he had to train the new GM that was coming in to take his spot. This is when it became a hot mess. Our new manager came from McDonald's, so she was the manager at McDonald's. Just to describe how she looked, first of all, she was pregnant, so on top of the fact that she was a little overweight, she was pregnant as well. Kind of rednecky, not gonna lie, rednecky. Like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but nobody really messed with her. That didn't stop me from, like, being respectful to her and doing what she told me to do during the job and just doing my job. Like, I just came there to make money, go home, come back, make money, go home. I'm just trying to make some money so I can pay my rent. This is just annoying. This whole story is very annoying to me. I did not deserve to get fired. I would still be working there, honestly, if I didn't get fired. It was a very simple job. People I worked with were chill. So the thing about this new lady, let's name her Casey. She was pregnant, but she also smoked cigarettes, whatever. That wasn't really the issue with me. The issue was she would just disappear. We would just be working and all of a sudden we're like, okay, where's the manager? And nobody would know where she is. And we look out the window and she's out there smoking a cigarette. I'm pretty sure it was against policy to be like an employee at the establishment and smoke cigarettes in front of the establishment. One day I noticed that Casey was wearing some shorts, and on her ankle there was a Confederate flag tattoo, and I was just like, that's strike one, okay. I was just getting a little, There's already some kind of like racial tension in my job. Just really quick, this was during the Trump election. It was like Christmas time. This white lady comes in and she's like, I forget what she was talking about, but the part I remember is she's saying,
everybody's in the Christmas spirit, and I think it has something to do with Trump becoming president. That's why everybody's saying Merry Christmas all of a sudden.
Okay, this lady clearly just wanted to rub it in my face because I was a cashier. So she was like saying that in front of me because I'm checking her out. After she left, my manager, she said to me, Charisma, don't you worry. If Trump brings back slavery,
I'll buy you.
I'll buy you.
I'll buy you.
And I was just like, aren't you Mexican? And she was like,
Only half.
this story is all over the place. Like, it's just so much. Everybody was really sad, I guess, that our manager had left. Whatever my manager needed, whatever he needed, I had his back. I was such a good worker that, I mean, I was promoted to takeout specialist. Excuse me. Okay, so my thing about me getting fired and how I feel like I did not deserve to be fired was, first of all, I was promoted. On top of that, I was actually training incoming employees. Like, clearly I'm doing a good job where you would want me to train your new people. On top of that, we had just had an employee evaluation when I got fired, and I got an A on my employee evaluation. Like, I'm just like, nothing adds up. I was never written up. I never did anything bad. I never disrespected my managers or anything. I was just literally that girl that came to work, did her job, and went home. Like, no drama. A little bit before I got fired, I got into an accident. I got hit. A car hit me, T-boned me. So I was going through therapy, but I was still meeting the demands of my job. I was still working. I did have to pay my rent. I did have to pay for gas. I had to pay for food. Like, I couldn't just stop working. Casey told my manager, that if, Casey, the GM told my manager that's right under her. So, Casey told my manager, let's just call her Linda. Casey told my manager, Linda. Now, this is the same girl that was like,
I'll buy you.
Same girl. She told her that she was gonna take me off the schedule until I was finished with therapy. She didn't tell me that, she told my manager, and my manager, she told me. The schedule for the next week came out, and I was like, where is my name? I was just stressing out at that point. I was just like, so who gonna pay these bills? So I called the store, and Linda answered, and I was like, I need to speak to Casey. And she put Casey on the phone, and Casey was just like, she had attitude. I was just like, so I'm not on the schedule. And she was like,
yeah, well, I don't need you anymore.
and I was like, well, I don't see why I'm taking off the schedule. I'm meeting the demands. I've never been in trouble. I'm excelling. I have an A on my evaluation. I'm training your employees, and I got promoted. I called HR. Oh, it's a fly. It's a fly. I called human resources. I told the guy that was handling my case like what happened, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna look into it. And he told me that not the GM, but the lady above her, I don't know what it's called, district manager or whatever. I know her, like I met her many times, but he told me that she would call me, and so nothing happened. A little bit after that, Casey got fired, and I was just like, so nobody's gonna apologize? Did y'all fire her because you realized that she's a liability? She's pregnant, she chain smokes, she firing people for no reason. Even the lady that should have called me, she never called me and told me, oh, we looked into what happened, and we realized that you were fired for no reason, so here's your job back, or nothing like that. It was honestly a hot mess. I'm all done here. I just figured everything happens for a reason. Anyway, if you like this story time, it's my first time doing it, so if you did like it, please encourage me, because I want to do more of these. I have a lot of stories, and if there's a story you want me to tell you,
Why am I talking like this?
if there's a story you want me to tell you, go down in the comments below, type it up. I got in an accident. If you want a story time about that accident, I'll be more than happy to share that with you. So anyway, please like this video. I don't even know how to be a YouTuber. I'm learning. And what else? Subscribe. All right, bye friends.